Millions of Americans gathered in cities across the country today, including right here in Davenport, for the second wave of No Kings protests. The movement aimed at resisting the Trump administration brought out locals in force. Emma Bucher spoke with protesters at Vanderveer Park, learning what they hope to accomplish by mobilizing.
The first No Kings rally swept the nation in June. Now, the movement returning with more urgency and more numbers. Here in Davenport, thousands marched around the park, calling out what they call a dangerous rise in executive power.
No Kings says it all, right?
Bradley Levinson with Indivisible QC helped organize the march.
There's so many threats to democracy on so many fronts that we almost can't keep up with it.
The protest comes as over 2,500 other rallies underway across the U.S.
Now, in the 4 months since the first No Kings protest, thousands more in the Quad Cities joining in the movement, saying that legislation passed in that period, like the Big Beautiful Bill, and the recent government shutdown have impacted their lives for the worse.
Levinson says the harm from rising inflation and cuts to social programs is already felt in the community and his family.
That one of my daughters identifies as queer, and where she lives, she has been experiencing an uptick in hostility and rejection of who she is. I can tell you that it's harder and harder for us to meet our bills in our household.
Across the crowd, many echoed concerns about threats to democracy and called out both parties for the political standstill in Washington.
Congress is not doing their job. Saying it has to be our way or no way, that's not negotiating. You can't have it just one-sided.
Mary says she's struggled to find Medicaid coverage since the Big Beautiful Bill was enacted. Her friend Margaret added many in the area are late, possibly contributing to the high turnout.
We have a lot of people driving by honking in support. We have a few people that are on the opposite side, but that's their right.
With chants, signs, and costumes, the Davenport rally joined the massive national call to preserve democracy and demand accountability. In Davenport, Emma Bucher, WQAD News 8.
Now, organizers estimate between 4,000 and 5,000 people attended today's march. The Davenport No Kings rally was far from the only protest in our area today. Hundreds of people in Iowa and Illinois gathering in Geneseo, Burlington, Galena, Iowa City, and Kewanee, to name a few. And as we just mentioned, in Galesburg, people gathered at Public Square at Main and Broad. The No Kings rally there started around 2 o'clock with speakers and signs as part of the nationwide movement. Organizers stressing de-escalation and a peaceful presence along the route. After the rally, demonstrators marched down Main Street.